We normally go upstairs, man.
Yeah.
To be honest, we don't normally go upstairs.
Yeah, you guys have to know because I've been waiting. When I had someone here Saturday,
yeah,
they didn't come. It's right here.
Them say no one was home or something like that.
So we're live right now.
Next one I can bring, but the next one I don't think I can bring by myself. Okay?
Excuse me?
The next one I can't bring it up by myself.
I'll help you.
All right.
Reem, I'm sorry.
No problem. No problem. So we just started. We just went live. I will just wait for 1 minute for people to attend, and then we can start.
Right there. We're gonna wait 10 minutes?
No, only 1 minute.
Only 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
In 10 minutes,
all right,
we should be in the middle of the presentation.
I'm trying to get some furniture in my house. I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna have to put the phone down and pick it back up, okay?
Okay. All right, so we're ready to go. And today our topic is about giving back to the community in general, and specifically tech community. So today, let's all of us welcome our great guest speaker, Miss Gwen Brantley, the founder and executive director of Access Educational Services. She will share with us her journey. Hello, Gwen.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you very much for being here with us. So
how many people are on the call?
Right now we have 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and people will start to accumulate. People will start to join. So please, Gwen, tell us about your journey of helping young people with their college and career aspirations by creating STEM academic activities.
So I'm first. Okay, give me one. Reem, I'm sorry. You're putting some furniture. Give me 1 minute.
All right.
Just leave it there. Okay, Reem. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Would you please tell us about activities in academic enrichment events that you do for girls and for children in general?
So, my disclaimer, I always have to say this, is that I'm not an engineer. I was not a STEM major in college, but this started because I was trying to find some academic enrichment for my son over 10 years ago, and there wasn't a lot of stuff going on. So I had learned about the National Society of Black Engineers and thought that by chartering a high school chapter here that I could start exposing my son to STEM, because I knew STEM was going to be like a big thing. Like, people were talking about it. I knew it was going to be like a big thing. And, just in terms of trying to get him ready for college and trying to choose a career early on. So I started the National Society of Black Engineers, NSB, it's called short NSB Junior Chapter. And it, met weekly, and it still meets weekly. And the students were introduced to robotics through project-based learning. And then we would take them to NSB conferences to compete. And since then, over the years, yes, we've developed different programs. We have 2 NSB Junior chapters. We have a Girls Who Code Club. We have a Saturday STEAM Club for K through 8. So we're fully K through 8 now. We have we participate in FIRST Robotics. So we're doing about 7 different programs. And then Reem, of course, the program that you've been participating in is She Looks Just Like Me.
Which
And
is
that
one of my
came,
favorites.
yes, and that came out of the need just to get girls together for a day, especially adolescent girls, teenage girls, because we wanted them to have a positive experience, bring girls together from different backgrounds, different parts of the who live in different parts of the city, attend different schools, and just show them a lot of love. And the theme, She Looks Just Like Me, of course, the facilitators are all young college students or fresh out of college students who are STEM majors. So we just wanted to show the girls, hey, these are girls that, you know, live in your community or have experienced some hardships, but, you know, they're STEM majors. And if they can do this, you can do this. So it's hands-on activities. You know, we have a guest speaker, and this is maybe our 4th year doing She Looks Just Like Me.
Wow,
So,
amazing.
yeah, so Access Educational Services is a nonprofit organization that I founded. I write my own grants, I fund it, and you know, for me, this whole thing was like about diversity and inclusion. You know, when it all started out, now there's more STEM in the community, but back then there was not. So I always felt that you know, it should be, you know, equal for all students. Like all students should have access to education.
True, which is great. We all are grateful and thankful for what you're doing to the community. But let me ask you here about the summer team camp and Saturday team club. So in these 2 activities, you guys added art to the regular STEM curriculum? Or?
Yes, we did.
Cool.
We did. So, you know, that was the next thing, right? You know, they added the A to it. So we did add an art component to it. And the art consists of, you know, digital art, but also, you know, we did find that there were a lot of kids that were artists and learned that, you know, in terms of like engineering degrees that, you know, like an added bonus is that if students could, you know, draw and be creative. So with a mixture of, you know, just, you know, hand drawing, you know, we just let them draw, like let them be creative, but also we've used several digital art programs. So our students have done self-portraits. They've created their own T-shirts, like anything artsy, you know?
Excellent. So also there is Girls Who Code Club.
Yes. So Girls Who Code Club is... Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. Tell us about the club and then I will ask you a question.
Oh, okay. So no, it's, you know, Girls Who Code is a national organization. And it's all across the country. And so we started a chapter here in Bridgeport.
Cool. So why is the focus on the girls? Girls.
So okay. So their focus is they're actually learning how to code. And they're learning, they do a community, they do an impact project. So they have to find a problem in their community and solve it through coding. And so, for example, our girls right now, they're researching like issues that are happening with the Board of Education that is affecting them. And they want to build a website that's like a resource for other teens so that they will know how to advocate for themselves within their schools.
And how old are the girls?
The girls are grades 6 through 12.
Excellent. So girls to 12 are making a website to
Yes.
solve one problem. That's
Yes.
really great.
In addition, every week there's a woman who's highlighted, like a woman in technology who's highlighted, so that women who have just created different apps that solve problems across the country. So they get to see real live women who have actually created, like yourself, Reem.
Thank you, and I will definitely join one of these events soon.
Yes.
So, any last thoughts? I know you're just having trouble with furniture, so today I'm gonna keep it short, so you can go back to doing the furniture.
No, I mean, I'm just honored to that you selected me to be part of your webcast. Like I said, I'm sort of like in a unique position. I love what I do. I love getting students involved in these STEM things, robotics and 1080. There's like all these different all these variety of project-based learning that they work on all year. So it's outside of the classroom, it's out of school time, and they really get into it. And it's very competitive, and it's good because every kid cannot play sports, does not want to play sports. So we like to call this the sport of the mind.
Exactly. And if our viewers want to help access education services, how can they do that?
They can email me at accessforkids@gmail.com. That's ACCESS, the number 4, KIDZ, kids with the Z, @gmail.com.
Okay, so I'm gonna share it on the Meetup webpage. And if anyone want to join activities, also they will access you on the same email, or is there a website where they can register on?
So there is a website as well. Thanks for asking. www.accessfc.org.
Cool. So now we have the email and the website, and I'll make sure that they will be posted on the Meetup page.
Awesome.
So thank you very much, Gwen, for your time.
So tell me a little bit more about your webcast. What's the purpose? Where does this go? Who's watching?
So our viewers are from the tech field. They are specifically located in New York City.
Okay.
The tri-state area, but most of 92% are from New York City.
Okay.
Every other week we have a webcast about a topic related to evolutionary algorithm, multiple robots, or tech in general. If we have a guest speaker, they will choose their own topic. Like last couple of months, we had a speaker who talked to us about astro visualization. And also we had a guest about robots, but different topic related to robotics, not like the ones that we're covering. And today we're taking with you. We want to know more about giving back to community, and we couldn't find it better than you, Gwen, to share with us your activities and your services.
Thank you. It's community based. It's my last parting words. If there's anybody out there who has any information on how we can improve our services or assist us with finding funding for our program, we were just cut from the state budget, $70,000, so that was a huge loss for us. So if anybody has any resources that they would like to share with us, we are more than willing to accept them.
Yeah, please, guys, if you know any, or if you know how to help, please don't hesitate to email Gwen or reach out to the website. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gwen, and
Okay.
enjoy the rest of your week.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.